Hey, what's up, guys? Last night I was watching and even contributed to Alex's stream, and I'm not gonna lie when I agree that last night, even though I didn't watch it because I was actually resting a little bit, Monday Night Raw didn't seem to really get off or end on the right. I mean, it started apparently on the right foot, but it didn't end on the right foot. And a lot of people, like Alex and a few others, are wondering why fans like myself and another person called Y2 Jericho and a few others are, even though we don't like how Raw ended and potentially, what WWE could be setting up, because you never know with these guys. The reason a lot of us are not too worried is because we've seen this before, being longtime fans. And I know Dalyxman, Alex, has seen this before. I know everybody, in some point, in some kind of shape, form, or another, I should say, has seen this. They have seen, basically, this kind of storyline play out in wrestling. We've seen it in Impact Wrestling when it was TNA. We've seen it in WCW. We've seen it somewhat in Ring of Honor. Let's not deny that we haven't seen it there. We've seen it in any indie fed and minor league fed or mid-major fed there is. And we all know the end result. We know inevitably the babyface, the one we want to see, the one they know they want to see, the fans want to see succeed on the biggest stage of the year, is going to prevail. Now, unless they decide to follow through and just say, hey, we're not going to listen, we're just going to be pushing Charlotte, and just go Charlotte Ronda, then yeah, the fans are going to crap out over that match. I mean, let's be honest. You think fans crapped all over Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar? Do you think they crapped all over Brock Lesnar and Goldberg at times? The reason these fans, international fans, hardcore fans, casual fans, all together, the reason they crap over it is apparently WWE is just basically sending a message of, yeah, we listen to you, we hear you, but we're not going to do what you want. We're going to do what we feel is best for this company. Because you got to look at it from this standpoint. They emphasize more of the entertainment word in their name instead of the wrestling. But hopefully they know what they're doing. And if a lot of us longtime fans who have been watching wrestling for a while, a long time, like I have, like OTRS Central has, like Chase Oliver has, and many others, then we know what the outcome's going to be. I mean, remember, and I say this with all due respect to Dalyxman and anybody else, fans like me and Jeff at OTRS Central were watching wrestling during the NWO era. During an era where basically it looked like nobody, storyline-wise, could beat up the NWO. Well, basically, they had on-screen and somewhat off-screen, behind the scenes, but you get the idea. On-screen, they seem to have so much power that no matter who you put up against them, they just wipe the floor with them. It seemed basically impossible to beat them. But what happened? 1997, Starrcade, we finally got the moment we've been waiting for. Even though it was mired in controversy, still, over a year and a half in the making, we finally got what we wanted, and that was good triumphing over evil. We had Sting representing World Championship Wrestling, beating Hollywood Hulk Hogan representing the NWO, and bringing the championship back home. We've seen it before. We've seen it numerous times. We saw it once again in 1998. When Hogan got the belt back, he didn't have it back for long. They gave it to Goldberg. And the NWO didn't sniff the belt for at least towards the end of the year. But you get what I'm saying, right? We see what's happening. We've seen it before in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. We've seen it. WWE is a good example of this. Okay? Heck, look at recent history about 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Daniel Bryan wasn't even in the Royal Rumble, but guess what happened? Fans wanted him in the Rumble. The Yes movement went beyond WWE, went to all these places, campuses, sports stadiums, sports leagues, you name it. Sports professional teams. Like I said, universities, you get what I'm saying. The WWE could not ignore it. They thought they were going with what they felt was best for the company, but they were forced to basically go what was best for or an overall business standpoint, and because basically they were reminded that the fans are their business. The fans are the reason their business thrives. And if they had gone the route originally planned, fans were going to crap over it. And what did they do in 2014 with Daniel Bryan? They did everything they could to keep him out of that scenario, but the storyline played out to where he ran through some obstacles, got to his destination, and won. We're seeing the same thing with Becky Lynch here. Becky Lynch is being put through these hoops because they want to see how far she'll go to try to get a championship opportunity. Let's be honest. Becky Lynch is not going to stay suspended for 60 days. We know that. She's going to show up either tonight at SmackDown, this Sunday at Elimination Chamber, and most definitely probably at Ric Flair's freaking birthday party or celebration a week from this Monday in Atlanta, Georgia. We know she's going to show up, and we know somehow she's going to get inserted into the match at WrestleMania. She's going to get back in. Even if that means that some people have been projecting her facing Charlotte at Fastlane with the stipulation that if she wins, she's back in. So I know fans are upset that WWE decided to end Monday Night Raw by doing what they did. It's like, yeah, it doesn't make sense that you basically humiliated her. You took any kind of coolness factor, badass factor away from her in the way you did it, even though she swallowed her pride, said she was sorry for what she did. There's no reason she should have been punished anyway. Unless Vince McMahon comes out and say, hey, you're not the man, you're the woman. You want to be unsuspended, stop calling yourself the man. Because the man is the one that calls the shots, not you. So I don't know. Something's going to happen. Something's going to go down within the next week or so that's going to get her back in. Guarantee that either by tonight, by this Sunday, or this upcoming week, or even on the Monday that celebrates Ric Flair's birthday, she and Charlotte are going to be put into a match against each other at Fastlane with that opportunity on the line. And if they don't do that, then it shows they're not really listening, and that everything they said at the end of the year is nothing but a lie. It was nothing more than a save face. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to do what's right because they know fans want to see this match. They want to see Becky get what she's earned. Now, they could honestly bring up in storyline, hey, you illegally entered. We spoke with Finlay, told him he didn't have the power. We do. And if we were there, you would have been escorted to the back. And that probably would have happened. And that's probably true from a storyline perspective. From a storyline perspective, that's probably true. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we have to worry about anything when it comes to Becky Lynch not getting her opportunity at WrestleMania. She's going to get it. We all know she is. It's just the reason they're doing this is because there's a lot of new faces, believe it or not. There's a lot of new faces that are new fans and faces that are new to the product, new to the storytelling of WWE, that kind of do believe what they're seeing as being real. Let's be honest. We as longtime fans see what they're doing, kind of adding a few tidbits here and there. And some of these tidbits not being exactly what we want and feel that is unnecessary. But we've seen it before, so we know what to expect. That's why as I said at the beginning, Alex, a lot of us are not upset about this. Do we agree that they shouldn't have gone the way they did? Absolutely. They shouldn't have gone the way they did, period. But the thing is, as longtime fans possibly, we see what the outcome is. So, hopefully we'll get some kind of resolution, answer. Because we know storyline-wise, Becky is not going to stay away from the building. She's going to want to get her hands on Charlotte. That's why they did what they did. It pumps up the feud with Charlotte and makes her hated. I mean, don't be surprised if Ronda Rousey gets involved and say, hey, Charlotte didn't win the Rumble, Becky did, and I'm not going to defend my belt at WrestleMania if I'm not facing the winner of the Rumble. They could do that route too, so we'll have to wait and see what WWE does, but I get where you guys are coming from. I get the fact that they shouldn't have put Becky through the ringer like they did last night, but again, they're doing it, but apparently in their minds, they're doing it because it's going to help build sympathy for her character and really get the crowd behind her, really get people to hate Charlotte, and kind of be, and as I think WrestleMania pointed out, it takes the heat off of Ronda a little bit, especially if you look at the end of Raw, especially the aftermath of Raw. They even show like exclusive footage. It kind of tells you that Ronda is going to probably be like, look, you know, me and her may not get along, but I'm always about facing the winner or the true number one contender, not someone that gets it handed to them. So we'll see how they go about this. But again, I wouldn't worry about Becky not getting in. Becky's getting in no matter what. No matter how you look at it, she's getting into the Rumble. I mean, into WrestleMania. You know it. I know it. So I wouldn't have to worry. I wouldn't worry, guys, if I was you on that part. But that's all I'm going to say, guys, on the situation. I mean, yeah, I agree they shouldn't have ended Raw the way they did, but I would not worry about Becky Lynch. You know, WWE is going to insert her. You know, it may not be the way we want, but it may not be the way we were hoping she'd get into the match, but it's going to happen. So, and hey, maybe they'll go the route of bringing back something like GTV, something similar to that, where we find out that Charlotte may have done a certain favor for Vince McMahon to get what she wanted. You know, maybe Triple H and Stephanie confront Vince. We don't know. So, but I wouldn't worry about it, guys. As crazy as it sounds, it's all going to pay off with Becky winning at WrestleMania. So, that's all I'm going to say. Let me know what you guys think down below. I got to get myself ready for work. I'll talk to y'all later.